gonna win like this. So, let's do it again. I will get well soon. I will hit the gym, and I will knock this guy out.
You want to have one more fight and want to end as the best, you got to face the best, and that's me.
5 rounds for the sport's most prized belt, the Glory Heavyweight Championship of the world. Good afternoon and welcome to the official weigh-in for Glory 74 Arnhem and, of course, Glory Collision 2 Unfinished Business. Rico versus Botter. It will be a historic night tomorrow night at Gelredome, Arnhem, where the biggest crowd ever to watch a Glory event live will join us. Nearly 30,000 fans gathered here, and of course, fans watching around the world in 180 countries. And we look forward to a fantastic night of fights coming up tomorrow night. Not just the heavyweight championship of the world on the line, by the way. Also 5 rounds for the middleweight championship of the world. We'll tell you more about that coming up here in just a moment. We want to get things started by getting some important people up onto the stage first. So if you would, please help me welcome our Glory girls, Stephanie, Bella, Alyssa, Anna Marie, and Laura.
Oh, if I don't see a smile, I'm going to have a big problem today.
As always, joining us on the stage for our weigh-ins from our Talent Operations Department, Mr. Raymond Dalder is with us here in Arnhem. Also, our Managing Director of Sport, Cor Hemmers, who oversees our weigh-ins. And we are pleased to have our Chief Executive Officer of Glory, Mr. Marshall Zelaznik, with us here in the Netherlands this afternoon. All of our bouts will be sanctioned by the International Sport Kickboxing Association, and here to check and make the official weights is Raffles LaRose. Please welcome him to the stage. As I mentioned, history in the making coming up tomorrow night here in Arnhem. And it's appropriate that we are in the Netherlands, the hallowed ground, the birthplace of the sport of kickboxing. The biggest kickboxing event ever will happen here in the Netherlands, and we couldn't be happier to be here for that. We'll get things started in the Super Fight Series. Doors open, by the way, tomorrow night at 1600 at Gelredome for the 30,000 that will join us. The Super Fight Series first fight goes off in the women's super bantamweight division with an official time start of 1700, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Let's get our first 2 fighters onto the scales first. Rebecca Irwin and Yi Shu, who will be making her way to the Netherlands all the way from China. Rebecca Irwin onto the scales first. She fights out of Houston, Texas. Her young professional career, 6 wins, 2 losses. She's undefeated in 2 prior Glory appearances. She became a world Muay Thai champion at the age of 17, now just 19 years old. $54.5 for Rebecca Irwin. Now her opponent, Yi Shu, out of Chongqing, China. 7 wins and 2 losses. She is set to make her Glory debut, and she arrives on a 3-fight winning streak. She was a 2017 All-China Muay Thai champion, coming off a unanimous decision win earlier this year in China. 54.8 for Shu. Then we'll turn our attention to the middleweight ranks, about scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Ulrich Bokeme is here to take on Kevin Van Heekeren. Bokeme to the scales first, fighting out of Kinshasa, Congo, by way of Geneva, Switzerland. Impressive professional record, 30 wins with 3 losses. 17 of those wins coming by way of knockout. The Black Phantom made his debut in Dusseldorf, Germany this fall. He is a 2012 Swiss champion and a European champion. 84.6 for Bukemi, who, by the way, has been on quite a tear, winner of 11 of his last 12 fights. And now his opponent, fighting not far from home out of Utrecht, Netherlands, here is Kevin Van Heekeren. Louis, young professional career. 4 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, and 1 career knockout. Van Heekeren also with us in Dusseldorf at Glory 69 this fall. 84 kilograms even for Van Heekeren. Next up, it is the heavyweights. Nordine Mahadine here to take on Jihad Kepenik. It is Marseille, France, and Istanbul, Turkey, represented in this one. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Mahadine out of Marseille, by way of Algeria. Mahadine, a veteran of 33 professional bouts, consisting of 24 wins, 9 losses, 12 of those wins coming by knockout. He's coming off a split decision win in Lyon at Glory 70. 105.4 for Mahadine. Now his opponent, fighting out of Istanbul, Turkey, Jihad Kepenik. Kepenik's record stands at 22 wins, 5 losses, 15 of those wins by knockout. The Ottoman took a unanimous decision win over Junior Taffa in Utrecht at Glory 65. 112 kilograms even for Kepenik. Both of these men hoping to move up into title contention at some point in the near future in the Glory World Rankings. Back to the middleweight division for our next bout. Cesar Almeida. Almeida is here to take on Donovan Visa. Almeida makes his Glory debut out of Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Come on, Brazil, come on.
Almeida with an impressive professional record. A veteran of over 50 fights, 46 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, and 27 career knockouts. Winner of 10 of his last 11, including a career win in his career over reigning champion Alex Pereira. 84.8 for Almeida. Now his opponent, Donovan Visa.
Come on, Donovan, come on.
Donovan fights out of Suriname. 15 career fights as a professional, 14 of those wins, 1 loss, 8 knockouts. He is 4-1 in his 5 Glory appearances, and he arrives in Arnhem on a 3-fight winning streak. 84.7 for Donovan Visa. And then the headline super fight of the evening, it is Antonio Plazabat taking on Jafar Wilnis out of the Netherlands. Plazabat here from Split, Croatia.
There you go, Antonio. There you go, buddy.
Plazabat, 17-3 on his professional career with 11 wins, undefeated in 2 prior Glory appearances. 107.7 for Plazabat. Now his opponent, again fighting close to home out of Utrecht, the Netherlands. Here is Jafar Wilnis. Jafar made his Glory debut all the way back in Brussels 7 years ago. 32 wins, 12 losses, 1 draw. This will be his 15th Glory start. He has 8 career knockouts. 112.3 kilograms for Jafar Wilnis. I mentioned not only do we have the heavyweight championship of the world on the line coming up tomorrow night in Gelredome, we also have the middleweight championship. Alex Pereira returns to defend the belt in 5 rounds in Glory 74 Arnhem.
Never surrender because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever.
Glory 74 begins in the lightweight division, and again we turn to China for talent. Zhao Yong Li is here to take on Itai Gershon. Let's get Zhao Yong Li onto the scales first, making his Glory debut. Li fights out of Wuhan, China. 15 wins, 3 losses, 7 of those wins by knockout. A 2019 China Wushu Sanda champion, gold medalist, and a Wushu Sanda bronze medalist all this year. 69.2 for Li. Now his opponent, Itai Gershon. Gershon became the first ever Israeli fighter to sign in the Glory ranks out of Tel Aviv. 16 wins, 5 losses on his professional career with 6 knockouts. This will be his 5th Glory start with a 3-1 Glory record. 69.6 for Gershon, a European and world amateur champion. And then a light heavyweight matchup I think many are looking forward to, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Ariel Machado is here from Curitiba, Brazil, to take on Michael Dute. Machado onto the scales first. Winner of 2 of his last 3 inside the Glory ring. It's his first Glory appearance in 2 years when he took on champion Artem Vakhitov and fought in Lyon at Glory 47. 94.1 for Machado, 49 career wins, 9 losses, 35 knockouts. Now his opponent, the Dream Crusher, Michael Dute.
Come on, I come back.
Michael, of course, fighting out of the Netherlands, 43 wins, 12 losses, but 20 of those wins coming by way of knockout, nearly half of his fights. He was with us in Dusseldorf earlier this fall. 94.8 for Michael Dude, a contender tournament champion. Knockouts between them. Don't count on this one getting to the judges' scorecard. And then the featherweights. Alexei Ulyanov here to take on Sergey Adamchuk. Ulyanov fighting out of Kuzbass, Russia. Tough as nails, moved into the number 3 slot off the strength of a unanimous decision over Masaya Kubo in his last outing in Paris at Glory 66. 29 career wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, and 7 knockouts. 64.8 for Ulyanov. Now his opponent, fighting out of Amsterdam, Sergey Adamchuk. As a professional, Sergey, 39 wins, 11 losses, 14 career knockouts. He's coming off of a win over the undefeated Abraham Vidalas in Chicago at Glory 72. 64.5 for the former featherweight champion of the world. Event for Glory 74 Arnhem, 5 rounds for the middleweight championship of the world. Ertuğrul, Bayrak, and Alex Pereira. The challenger steps onto the scales first, fighting out of Turkey. Ertuğrul Bayrak, undefeated in 2 prior Glory appearances. His professional record, 18 wins, 6 losses, 5 career knockouts. A former Dutch middleweight champion, winner of 6 of his last 7. 85 kilograms even for Bayrak. And now the reigning and defending middleweight champion of the world. Also, the interim light heavyweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira. One of the most talked about fighters in all of combat sport. Poatan, 31 wins, 6 losses, 20 of those wins by knockout. He is now on a 7-fight winning streak, 5 of those coming by knockout. $85.3 for the champion. And then, of course, that just gets us set for Collision 2, Unfinished Business, Rico versus Botter.
The best versus the baddest. His arm is broken.
Rico! I don't want to lose like this, and I don't think he want to win like this. So, you know, let's do it again. I will get well soon. I will hit the gym, and I will knock this guy out.
You want to have one more fight and want to end as the best, you got to face the best, and that's me.
5 rounds for the sport's most prized belt, the Glory Heavyweight Championship of the world. We'll get Rico and Bonner out here in a moment, but Collision 2 actually has other fights on the card. Beginning in the featherweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, Ace at 10-pound comes from the United States to take on Zakaria Zugari. 10-pound onto the scales first out of West Palm Beach, Florida. He goes by the nickname of the American Ninja. Impressive young professional record, 11 wins, just 1 loss, 5 of those wins by knockout. Unbeaten in glory, 6-0. 64.8 for 10-pound. Florida Golden Gloves voted Newcomer of the Year in 2018. Now his opponent, fighting out of Morocco, Zakaria Zugari. Double Z set to make his 7th glory start with a professional record of 32 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, and 16 career knockouts. Now ranked number 4 in the Glory World Rankings. 64.6 for Double Z, Zugari. From the featherweights to the lightweights, Massaro Glunder here to take on Mohamed Jarraya. Glunder will fight out of the black corner, out of the Moluccan Republic. 33 wins, 13 losses, 4 bouts scored even, and 20 career knockouts for the project. A W5 Russian and European champion, 2-time world champion. 69.8 for Glunder. And now his opponent, fighting out of Morocco, Mohamed Jarraya. The Destroyer comes in with a record of 64 wins and 8 losses, 36 of those wins by knockout. He last competed in Paris at Glory 66 and won his debut in Rotterdam last year over Miles Simpson. 69.6 for Jarraya. And then the co-main event of the evening in the light heavyweight division, Stefan Sasparagi, here to take on Luis Tavares.
Come on, Stefan.
Sasparagi, ranked number 5 in the Glory World Rankings, fights out of Saint-Jean-de-Luz, France. 49 wins, 9 losses, 2 draws with 28 career knockouts. Coming off a big win in Dusseldorf with a unanimous decision over Philippe Micheletti. He is a WKA, WKN world champion and a French national champion. 93.7 for Sasparagi. Now his opponent, ranked number 2 in the Glory World Rankings out of Rotterdam, here is Luis Tavares. Tavares, a veteran of 69 career fights, 61 wins, 8 losses, 22 of those has been waiting for combat sport fans around the world. A fight 3 years in the making, 5 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. The last time these two met, 3 years ago, ended at 1 minute 22 seconds into the second round by way of an injury, a very unsatisfying way to end a fight. But we're going to get some unfinished business done tomorrow night here in Arnhem. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event is Rico Verhoeven versus Badr Hari.
Badr fans, let me see you!
This is wild even by Badr Hari standards. Right now it's target practice for Badr Hari.
But what makes Badr so ferocious is that knockout ratio.
And I will knock this guy out.
Nice heel kick from Badr.
Had some vicious knockouts with that spinning heel kick.
Tomorrow night, Gelredome, Arnhem. Legacies will be defined. History will be made. Let's meet the challenger. Fighting out of Morocco. His record stands at 106 wins, 13 losses, 92 career knockouts. He is a two-time K1 World Grand Prix finalist, former K1 heavyweight champion, and a former It's Showtime World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Badr Hari! $110.9 kilograms for the challenger. Now his opponent, making his 8th defense of the belt, arriving on a 17-fight glory winning streak that began in Milan in April of 2013. He is the reigning and defending heavyweight champion of the world, the king of kickboxing. A unanimous decision for your winner, and now Glory Heavyweight Tournament World Champion, Rico Verhoeven!
I believed it. One day it will come true. And this is that day.
And still, Glory Heavyweight Champion of the world!
Motivation, dedication, hard work, that's what it's all about. Keep dreaming, and then one day your dream come true. Today, my dream came true, people. The whole world can doubt you. If you believe it, you can do it. It's just the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven! $118.2 for the champion.
Show us what you got. Rico makes the big drop.
30,000 in attendance live tomorrow night in Arnhem. 180 countries around the world watching. Netherlands, the world. Are you ready for glory?
The best versus the baddest. His arm is broken.
I don't think he want to win like this. So, you know, let's do it again. I will get well soon. I will hit the gym, and I will knock this guy out.
You want to have one more fight and want to end as the best, you got to face the best, and that's me.
5 rounds for the sport's most prized belt, the Glory Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Ja, Remy, dat was hem. Jij moet allemaal mensen natuurlijk